Align Tribe. I am Angie Love, an expert in the helping field of social work, and I help individuals on their spiritual and personal development journeys. I am the spiritual sis, the gratitude goddess, the manifesting mystic, and the energy empress. Thank you in advance for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and following along on this journey. And know that I am so glad that you're here. Today, I am going to share a few books that I absolutely love because I am a reader. Yes, I am one of those people who has tons of books in their living space, who is always reading. I have a reading cozy corner. I love to drink tea, read, kind of put on some healing frequency in the background, and just get lost in a good book. So, a lot of the books that I read have to do with spirituality, personal development, and healing. So I wanted to share just a few of my favorite books because we don't have too much time. I like to keep these videos short and sweet as much as possible. But just a few of my favorite books from a few genres that I think may be helpful for you all if you are on a spiritual journey or a healing journey. The first book that I absolutely love is The Illusion of Money by Cal Cease. This book, my, is phenomenal. This book really helped me to re examine my relationship to money, to resources in general, and to abundance, and how abundance shows up in my life in the form of money and all other forms as well. This book was very empowering because it is not a quick, cheap way to try to manifest a bunch of money tomorrow type of book. It really helps you uncover hidden truths and limited beliefs that you may have around scarcity, lack, overflow, and abundance. You absolutely have to read this book. And I really enjoyed the fact that it took away the shame of actually liking money. So many people will try to make you feel bad for enjoying money, but money is just a tool. It's a resource. It's meant to be used to improve your life, the lives of those around you that you love and care about, to help you live a life that you deserve, that you desire, that is meaningful for you. And that's really what it is. A lot of people um, like money for the wrong reason. I would say I have a pretty healthy relationship with money and abundance, and I always have, even since I was young. I kind of found it strange when I was younger, like as a teenager and childhood, but I have always had a constant flow of money and abundance coming towards me in so many different ways without even trying. This was before I even understood manifestation. This was before I even understood what it meant to operate out of a frequency of scarcity or lack. That has just kind of always been my agreement with the universe, and having this faith and trust that things are going to work out and the resources that I need will find their way to me. And that has been super helpful for me. However, the older I have gotten, I have to admit that it has become a little bit more difficult for me to have that faith at times. When speaking of money, I also want to be mindful of the systems and the different barriers that are in place that keep certain people in poverty and a lack mindset. And in no way is this victim blaming and saying that if you're not wealthy or rich, then you're the problem. That's not what this book is about. That's not what I'm saying. But if you understand law of attraction, and if you understand frequency healing, and you understand how your mind can shift your reality, then that's what I'm speaking to. I don't want to be negligent of the fact that there are some serious barriers that people of color and people who look like me, black people, melanated people, are up against. And it has created a level of trauma with money, with resources, with land, with home ownership, right? With all of these different types of tools that people who are in positions of power in the majority have abused, right? So I'm not gonna get too much into that because I'm going somewhere else. Love this book. Look into it. A fave, The Art of Simple Living. And I am not going to butcher this artist author's name, so you all can look. I'm not even going to try it. Okay, I'll give it a try. Shanmayo Masuno. Love this book. This book is a favorite of mine because I have studied yoga and mindfulness for years. And recently started to take it very seriously within like the past 4 or 5 years or so. This book is practical and it gives you daily excerpts that you can read to see how you can improve mindfulness in the very simple ways that we go throughout our day and have the opportunity to engage with but don't think to. For example, you all may have heard of mindful eating. There is an excerpt in here that talks about the practice of chewing your food, being grateful for those who harvest the food, who grew the food, those who cleaned the food, those who took care of the food, and all of the different places and people that your food has transitioned from to make it to your dinner table, your lunch counter. It's mind-boggling, but it's something that you we do every day. We eat food every day. We chew every day. Some people say a prayer when they eat, some people don't. That's fine. But being able to find gratitude in the small things when you enter your home, sending out energy to your home, greeting your home, because everything is energy. So your home has a frequency. If you study numerology, you know that you can look up the frequency of your home based on the numbers in your address, the numbers on your door before you get to your street name. So it's very deep. And so different things that you can do like that just to kind of be mindful and to build in practices of gratitude, of peace, right? Of beauty and simplicity in your daily life. I absolutely adore this book. You all want to see little sticky notes in all of my books. This is because when I read, I put sticky notes on my favorite pages because I reread my books, but I never reread entire books usually. So I want to go to my favorite parts every once in a while and reread them. So you'll see these little tags. Monsters in Love by Resma Minikin. First of all, he's amazing. Y'all should follow him on Instagram and Facebook. If you do not, he is absolutely phenomenal. I love his work. Um, he is a mental health professional who I respect and really value what he brings to the field in his perspective as a melanated man, as a black man. And so this book, let me read the subtitle. Why Your Partner Sometimes Drives You Crazy and What You Can Do About It. This book absolutely transformed the way that I view partnership and relationships. This book will help you to understand the different things that are at play, the different dynamics that are at play when you are in relationship with others. Various ideologies come to play when you are living your life and you meet someone and they're living their life and you all choose to come together and live your lives together, whether if it's in marriage or not. But just to have that energy exchange and to be in communion. This book helped me to have so much more grace, compassion, patience, and forgiveness for myself and others that I have encountered along my life path, because the reality of it is everyone is walking around with their trauma, with their past experiences, their lived experiences, and with their genetic predispositions, and trying to make it work and trying to be in love with themselves, with their environments, with their careers, with others, right? And so this book was very profound. I truly enjoyed reading this book, especially if you folks that are in partnerships, like romantic partnerships and married. I would definitely recommend this book. My recent book I just finished, Meaningful Manifestation by Aaliyah Lovely, who I absolutely adore. Y'all, please follow Aaliyah on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You will not regret it. I have been listening to her podcast, Spiritual Shit, since 2020 of the pandemic, and she is a mentor in my head because she is one of the original folks who helped me to embark on my spiritual ascension and my spiritual journey. So her podcast is Spiritual Shit. You can listen to it on Spotify and iTunes, and I'm sure it's available other places as well. But Aaliyah is a um, tarot card reader. She is a medium, so she speaks with the departed loved ones that have passed and are no longer in this 3D realm. She is a psychic, and she just has so many other gifts, just so many great things about her. I did a spiritual reading with her, which was on my bucket list to do a reading with her a few months ago this year, and it was everything I thought it would be and more. So check her out because she definitely offers a lot of spiritual services. She does intuitive coaching and things of that sort. I do not get paid for talking about these folks, y'all. I'm just letting you all know who the real professionals are who are talented, because there are some scammers out there. Beware. There are scammers. Beware. But anyways, Meaningful Manifestation, Imagination, Intuition, and Other Spiritual Shit. This book was magnificent because it goes deeper into manifestation. Manifestation is very trendy now. You can look up TikTok videos. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's posting about it. It's in almost every hashtag. But Aaliyah does something different, and she looks at manifestation on a deeper level that examines your levels of healing and what it is that you are trying to improve in your life, and manifesting from a place of it being meaningful and impactful for you and others. However, there's no shame. She is also not shaming the folks who want to manifest a house, a car, a partner, the weight loss, the job, right? Everything. There's no shame. You should have what it is that you desire. May all of your desires desire you, right? But if you can manifest things that are more on a surface level, that's beautiful, that's great. But what you will find, and a lot of celebrities and people who are very wealthy will talk about this, the money, the car, the body, the partner, the house will not help fill you up the way that you may think it will. A lot of people use those items to fill a void. This book really emphasizes the point of healing yourself, focusing on self love, being still, examining your limited beliefs, your trauma, your self talk, and coming up from those things what it is that you should be manifesting. So many of us don't remember to manifest peace, creativity, fun, pleasure, joy, faith, right? And so, and no one's saying that one is better than the other. I think we should do it all. Because one thing I'm going to do is manifest me a trip, vacation, and some money because I like money. So those are just things I'm going to manifest, and people can say what they want to say about it. But I'm also going to try to manifest. I'm going to manifest peace of mind. I'm going to manifest freedom, creativity, flexibility, right? Healthy connections, community. Those are also things that matter to me, right? On a deeper level. So that's why this book is so profound because it is unlike any other manifestation tool or guide book. You all absolutely have to read Meaningful Manifestation. Whew! This book, How We Heal by Alexandra L. Deep. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram too, y'all. She's dope. This book is so deep. I don't think I have ever read a book that focused on healing in a way that was so practical that I absolutely had to journal alongside reading the book, that I absolutely had to sit with myself before reading the book, take breaks during reading the book, and then after reading the book because the dynamics and the themes that were brought forward were so layered, were so detailed, and were so impactful on my psyche and on a soul level. This book is a godsend. If you love somebody, gift them this book. If someone you know is going through a tough time, gift them this book. This will forever be one of my most favorite books that I will continue to refer back to. It is truly rejuvenating and a fresh breath of air. You are absolutely have to read How We Heal. So my last two books kind of go together. This is The Inner Work, and this is an invitation to true freedom and lasting happiness. And this is by Matt and Ash. They're a couple that does a lot of healing work. And this is The Inner Work of Relationships, also by Matt and Ash. I'll start with this one. Well, actually, I'll start with this one because I read this one first. Being in relationships are so interesting because what you may realize is that one can heal in solitude and in isolation, and you will feel as though, like, I did that. I've ascended. I'm so healed. And then you get in a relationship and you get triggered, and you will realize how unhealed you actually are. A lot of relationships are a catalyst for change because your partner will mirror to you all of your shadow work that needs to be done. Mm-hmm. Everything in your subconscious and unconscious that is tucked so deep down within you that you are probably not even aware that you need to heal. And that comes out in relationships. This book is so insightful. And I really enjoyed it because it talks a lot about different stages of relationships and different themes that you can go through. And it gives you practical journal prompts, things that you can further investigate and research on your own, and skills that you can use in real time when you are triggered in your relationship. When that thing happens and all of your childhood trauma comes up and all of your wounds are open and gaping, bleeding, this book gives you a guideline of how you can build up your toolbox to be able to handle difficult moments and helps you to see how your triggers and your wounds communicate with you on where you should focus your energy and what you should be doing to heal. This book, I cannot I cannot say any more great things about this book, but you all should read this book. Everybody everybody should read this book. Phenomenal. So I read this book first and then learned that there was another book that focused on inner work just within yourself inner work. So then I read this book. So then I read this book second after reading the first book on relationships. And I absolutely adored this book. As someone who is very introspective, introverted, and spends a lot of time traveling inward on a personal inner journey, this book really helped to deepen the work that I do on myself. And I do a lot of work on myself. I spend a lot of time alone, and most of the time it's on purpose. Um, because I have learned that the more I heal, the more I work on myself, and the more that I center myself, the easier it is for me to attract the things, people, circumstances, resources, um, and everything that I desire that is actually meant for me, that vibrates on the same frequency. The moment I get lazy on my self work and my inner work and my healing journey, usually chaos. Chaos comes about. So that tells you something right then and there. So, anyways, the inner work, this book, An Invitation to True Freedom and Lasting Happiness, everybody should get this book, and I mean it. I mean, Matt and Ash, they have a whole program. They have meditations, guided visual types of meditations, prompts. It's just so practical and useful because it's not just like you read a book and you set it to the side. You read this book and then there is work for you to do. It's like you can give yourself homework, right? It's like solo therapy, which is not to be used as a replacement for therapy with a licensed mental health professional. Go to therapy, y'all. Therapy is for everybody. These are just a few of my books. You all have so many books, but these are just a few of the ones that are my absolute favorite. Um, I wanted to just take a moment to ask you all a few questions. What are your triggers? Do you know what they are? What are common themes that come up when you think about your childhood wounds? In what ways do you show up in your life that you feel are not authentic to your true being? And are you committed to a journey of diving deep within yourself, inner work, healing, and transforming your life? If so, I encourage you all to make sure that you are taking time out for self love, self care, to manifest, to get therapy, to make sure that you are cultivating a life that is purposeful and meaningful for you, and to not ignore the signs around you, the resources, the opportunities, the books, the podcasts, the shows, the crystals, the sound healing bowls. And if you're really into spiritual shit like me, the psychics, the mediums, the astrologers, the numerologists, the Reiki healers, the tarot card and oracle card readers, or maybe you'll get certified in some of these practices and become that for yourself and others. I wish you all so much comfort, guidance, and light on your healing journey. Be patient with yourself, be compassionate, always forgive yourself, have grace, and trust that we are all doing the very best that we can based on the skills that we have, the resources and tools, and where we are in our life. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And remember, the way to support this content is to like, share, comment, and subscribe to follow along on this journey. Let me know what other content you all would be interested in. I would love to hear what you're thinking. And as always, remember, love is the highest frequency. May you center it and align your life path to embrace it daily. Peace and love. Hey, Align Tribe, Angie Love here with a quick reminder that I am now a part of the affiliate network for our Align Shop, which is a shop run by Alina Align. She is a YouTube astrologer and a businesswoman, and she has beautiful items. So check the description box. Make sure you go to my affiliate link to support her shop. And yes, I do receive funds for the purchases that you make, a percentage. One of the items that I recently got is this beautiful aventurine bracelet, given all sorts of heart chakra alignment. I love this bracelet. Green is one of my favorite colors, and I love crystals and crystal jewelry that specifically align with the heart chakra. This past year, I have been using my astrology planner that I absolutely adore because it also includes journal prompts, new moon, full moon ritual opportunities, all in one. This astrology planner is gorgeous. It's beautiful. As you can see, I use it very much used. I use this daily and weekly. There's not a day or a week that goes by and I am not in this planner. Okay. Take a look at that. It's so gorgeous that I actually bought my 2025 one in the same exact color because, like I said, green is my favorite color. So I am super excited to use this astrology planner. She has added some new components to this astrology planner that was not in the present one this year. So I'm super, super excited. Make sure that you all check out these items. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. She has smudge and sage kits for rituals. There are also zodiac bags that are kind of like tote bags and so much more. So check it out. The last item that I'm absolutely obsessed with, wall calendar. This is the one for this year, 2024, that I have very much used and is always hanging on my wall. And this is the 2025 wall calendar. The wall calendars only come in one color, which is okay because you never really see the cover if you hang in it. Then, if you're hanging it, then you see whatever month that you're on. I really love the wall calendar because it's an easy, quick reference to look up and to kind of have a glance at the month ahead to remind you of when the full moon is, the new moon. She also puts the spring, fall, equinoxes, all of that good stuff in here. All of the retrogrades and different things of that sort are also included. There is a zodiac key just in case you are not as familiar with the zodiac symbols and you can't just look at the calendar to be able to recognize them. She has the zodiac key up here. Absolutely love this wall calendar. I cannot say any more about it other than it's detailed. Everything that is necessary that you need to know for the month ahead is here. And it's just easier to glance at. And I really think that the wall calendar and the actual astrology planner go hand in hand. She does have journals as well. You just want a journal, but you want this type of cover. It's very soft, very smooth, very chic, very, very demure. And so, if you wanted this just as a journal, there are journals available as well. You all do not wait, do not hesitate. Go and get your astrology items ASAP, your smudge kits, your crystal jewelry. And I hope that these items really serve you on your journey of knowledge of self, of understanding the universe, the planets, the energies, and all that is happening around us and within us because it's all connected. So go shop, check the description box, and I hope you enjoy RLI.